Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's Ali's Life. And if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and also turn on those notification bells so you are alert of whenever I am dropping a new vlog. I'm so happy to see every single one of you and thank you for subscribing to my channel. It means a lot to me. You're probably wondering by the caption, what is UGC? You might have looked it up on Instagram. You might have seen it on TikTok. You might have seen it in a few places out there right now. But if you're wondering what it all means, let me answer that question for you. Before I get started with answering that question on what is UGC, first, I'm gonna need you to go grab your beverage, your snack, whatever you're gonna be munching on, and let's get to it with this vlog. So before I answer that question, I hope that all of you are doing really well this week. I hope that you are meeting your goals. I want to send positive vibes, whether you are feeling down today, if you feel like things aren't going your way, well, fix that, turn that around, be kind, and don't forget to smile. That is my saying for my plant videos, but I did want to bring that over to this channel as well to inspire you. And also, if you feel that connection of that grunt of feeling down, trust me, I've been there, done that. Don't ever want to go back. But one thing for sure is keep going. Things will get easier. Things will seem smoother. Things will move. Trust me when I say that, when things will move. When you clicked on this video, you answered, or you might have been questioning, what is UGC? Well, let's get into it. What UGC means is user-generated content. Definition of that is it can be me, it can be you, it can be my mom, it can be my dad, my uncle, my aunt, my sister. Anybody over pretty much the age of 18. I've seen people up to the age of 65 doing this. No shame in the game. There is no age limit when it comes to UGC. When it comes to who should be a UGC person. Honestly, it doesn't freaking matter. You know why? Because man, woman, whatever you are, race, religion, background, whatever you represent, there is no stereotype. There is enough for everyone. And when I say there's enough for everyone, I mean, think of how many brands you can think of. Can you think of 10 on top of your head? I mean, because I'm going to tell you right now, when I asked myself that question, you were probably wondering the same thing too. How many brands are there, right? So with that being said, the definition for UGC means that you basically make videos for brands. You convert those to making sales for that brand, whether that is them giving you a product, whether that's them just telling you that they love your style on how you edit. They just love what you do. They want your face, pretty much, in other words. So that is pretty much what UGC is. You would have asked me 6-7 months ago what the heck that was. I'm gonna tell you right now, girlfriend. No idea. No idea. But you know, one thing is though, I am still learning every single day. I get inspired by new things, new words. I mean, UGC is such an amazing community. When I mean an amazing community, you can reach out to some of these bigger UGC creators who've been in the game since COVID days. But even then, people were still doing it before COVID. So imagine those people. Like, it's just honestly like super amazing to know that this is something that's never died, ever, ever, ever. If you are someone where you feel as though there is no way out, there is no passive income, I can't do my 9 to 5, whatever your excuse is, your reasoning for why you want to get started, do it. I'm not looking back because I'm in this journey, and if you want to do it, follow along, do it. Don't be ashamed of doing something out of your comfort zone. Trust me, I am not the one and all saying I got it all, because I don't. But one thing for sure is learning and improving from where you started a month ago, 2 weeks ago, a day ago. It all matters, because by the end of the year, by the end of the month, by the end of the week, you have changed. You have learned something, and that's all that matters. You did it. With that, I'm going to take a little water break and get some sipping here. But what comes included with UGC? A lot of people just see that, oh, it's just the video. That's all they post. Or they see their faces on another brand and they're wondering, how did that even happen? Well, I will give you a few pointers when I first started UGC. Some things that I did when I was starting off as a UGC creator that I would love to give you some tips, because you see so much information out there, but just as from my point of view, you can take and grab what you want, but definitely feel free to drop down any comments, any questions, anything that is related to UGC or anything personal. Let me know. Drop that down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. One thing I do want to say is create your portfolio. Yes, that is definitely a must. Creating your portfolio basically means having a couple of examples, whether that's in your house, whether that's an item in your car or at your job. But be careful, if you're doing it from your job, you don't want to get fired. So you know what I'm saying? So, but other than that, it can be any product. I know when I first started doing like samples for UGC, I started with things in my house, like literally like plant products, because if you guys didn't know, I do have another channel where I do talk about plants, indoor plants and outdoor plants. So I will leave that in the description below if you want to go check that out. My grow lights. I've never had grow lights in my life. I wanted to sponsor that and show people how I was able to put that together. I did some skin products that was in my house. I mean, the list goes on and on. I could sit here for days telling you like products and what items you should be doing, but honestly, just go for it. You see that item, go for it. You use that skincare, go for it. You use that, whatever you're doing, do it. Like, it doesn't matter if it's in your house or you just bought it or whatever it is, honestly. Like, go ahead and start doing that. The second thing was learning how to make sample videos. Learning what I was going to start promoting to some of these brands. Like, example, a testimonial video. We all know what a testimonial means, but what would you do in that video? How would you act with that product? What are some shots? What are some things you can say in your script to make things flow or make that brand know that, hey, I want to outstand your product and this is how it's going to work, That is definitely something that you can start implementing. Definitely create your portfolio. Go ahead and create those sample videos. The third thing you're going to be doing is reaching out to brands. Whoa, like what the heck? You're going to be reaching out to brands? I know when I first started, I was like, I'm going to DM, I'm going to send an email, where does this all start? Like, who am I? Like, I'm not that corporate girl who works my 9 to 5. I'm sending out business emails. I am writing my damn thing. I wanted to get out of this. And one thing I learned was patience and persistence. Patience and persistence with UGC is definitely my goal that's been going for the last 7 months. Why I say that is because the patience of getting a response back can either be a good or a bad thing. Sometimes, a cold answer is never something you want to get back, but it happens. It happens. But don't get discouraged because you want to keep going. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. When 100 emails give you a cold, that one person that believes in you and sees your work is going to give in. It's going to want you, the face of their product. Don't get discouraged if you've been emailing, sending messages, and getting your things done. But definitely another thing that I would say as a tip is having different templates. And that is something that I am working on. I have definitely changed my scripts within the last 2 months, honestly, where I just pretty much want to narrow it down specifically. What am I going to provide? What are my skills and my call to action? So definitely think of things like that when it comes to scripting and emailing, sending that pitch over to that brand, because you definitely want to be super professional and definitely get across the point of who you are, what you do, and what you want to do for them, because those are 3 major points that you do want to put in your pitches. That is just a tip. Water. So we have portfolio, example videos, pitching. Next, we're going to move over to creating your rates. What the heck? what are we doing? How are we going to create? Like, where do I start? How do I even? This is honestly your own preference. Everyone's budget, everyone's pricing, from their lowest videos to their highest videos. It all varies. But if you definitely want to see an example, drop those in the comments. I would love to make a guide for you guys. Just drop those in the comments. Let me know what you guys think, how I started with my prices, where am I at with my prices, and what my rates are when it comes to brands reaching out to me and all that good stuff. But definitely consider writing down your rates based off what you can provide, such as, like I said, an example was a testimonial. How much will you charge for a testimonial video? You know, so it definitely had taken me some time to actually sit down and kind of categorize my prices, because like I said, once again, everyone's prices are going to be completely different because of the experience or expertise that someone else may have, or a skill that they may have, or a product, or whatever they are offering. Everybody's price is different. But if you definitely want to know more, drop those in the comments, and I would love to talk about pricing and rates and things like that of what I do. But that will definitely be another thing that you will definitely need to also incorporate and add, not to your portfolio, but what is called a media kit that you send within your pitches, or, you know, just have it there. So when you want to send it to that brand, that way the brand knows what to work with, what their budget is, and, you know, conversate from there and go from there. So we have, once again, we have our portfolio, we have our example videos, we have our rates, our pitches, and I would say the last one would be how many pitches you send out through the week, along with applying to other platforms that offer UGC. And in this journey within the last 7 months, I have not signed up to any agency. I haven't signed up to any other platforms. And this is just me being honest with you, because I wanted this journey to be completely honest of my journey, to express and help anybody that's out there struggling or needing more advice of what to do with UGC. Because when I first started, I asked myself so many questions. I had so many notes. I had a book of notes that I studied for like almost a whole month just so I knew what I was doing. But even then, 3 months later, I still scratched it out. I redid my portfolio. I redid my pitches, my prices, and all that stuff, because I realized I was rushing and not noticing where my mistakes were. And I had so many mistakes, and I took a step back. But when I took a step back, I realized what I was good at, what things I wanted to include, what skills I was doing, what my realistic rates were, me offering to a brand, you know, because I just started this journey. It's only going to get better as time goes on. And I am so proud of myself, because after 7 months of waiting for a gig on Fiverr, I finally got a gig, which was so amazing, with no revisions. It was a dog content, and I was just happy to know that the brand was so happy to love my video and just the details that I did. And I just want you to know that that patience and that persistence of keeping yourself going really does some wonders. So truly believe in yourself that this will take off. And also remember that you're creating a brand from the bottom with your name. You are putting your name out there for other brands to know your lovely face, to showcase whatever they are making, selling, wanting to introduce to everyone in the world, which is an honor and also super exciting, because who doesn't like products? Who doesn't like their favorite skincare? Who doesn't like that one brand that they work with, which is honestly super amazing. With all that being said about what UGC means, I really hope that this helped anybody out there. Any questions you may have, drop those in the comments. I love to hear from you, and I will definitely catch up with you in my next vlog. XOXO, bye.